And Mahindra Holiday Resorts now joins us. Let's connect with him to take conversation forward. Uh, Good morning. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Nikun. Thank you for having me on the show.
What is the mood point like? Are you getting mood points on both? First, new customer addition, when I say membership additions, and B, in terms of booking for the Diwali Dashera season for the resorts. How are these two indicators stacking up for you?
So I think, Nikun, from our perspective, the trend continues, right? So in terms of, because we know our model is a member model, so we always have high occupancies, and what we are seeing is a similar trend. But broadly talking about the industry also, if you look at July data, I think occupancy is at 63% overall in the industry, up 4%. And if you look at average daily rates, that's about 7,000, which is also up about 9%. So overall, I think that trend continues in terms of people looking to holiday and looking to take a break. And that's reflecting in our stats also. If I look at our Q1 number was about 90% occupancy. Q2 is a weaker quarter for us because of the rainy season. Even then, I think we are roughly around the 77 to 78% mark, which is fairly strong compared to last year also. So I think we are not seeing any trend reversal in terms of how people are holidaying, how people are spending their leisure time. And that's something we are focused on. So from our perspective, what that means for us is really adding inventory, and we have a goal of 10,000 to be added in the next 5 years, and we are making very good progress. So if I look at just this quarter, we have opened one resort. We'll open two more new resorts by September, and then also have a significant capacity addition in Kandaghat, which is one of our resorts. So overall, I mean, the summary of what I'm trying to say is that demand continues to be strong, and we are backing that with the inventory addition. So that's a quick view on how we see the market today.
Well capitalized for this kind of capex.
Sorry, I missed part of the question.
No, I'm wondering if you're well capitalized, well funded for this kind of a sizable capex that you just talked about.
Yeah, so if I look at our cash balance is about 1,480 crores today, right? So, and what we're doing is a combination of a capital light model where we tie up with our property partners, where we don't put much of our capital, and some locations we do invest ourselves. So based on that, I think we don't see a challenge in terms of finding capital for the growth ambitions for the next 5,000 key addition, which we are planning. To give you an example, I think if I look at the three resorts which are coming up this quarter, these are partners who have put in the capital, and we are taking it on a commercial framework for a long period of time, like a lease, and then we are running the property. So that's one part of it, and the other one which is coming up is our own, which is in Himachal in Kandaghat. So that's where we are putting our capex. So we are judiciously balancing which model to use, and that's why I think capex or capital won't be a constraint for our growth.
Good to know. So just want to understand a little bit more about what the expectation is then when it comes to occupancy levels, because on average it has been about 85%. But given that you're saying you're expecting, a pretty strong trend in the holiday season, or the travel plans not to really be altered, do you think that it can inch up from those occupancy levels in the next few months?
So I don't think it'll move up from that 85% number, which is our average for last year. Maybe we could target a couple of percentage more, but reality is that I think we are looking at making sure that we meet member expectations, and that means that we actually don't want to increase occupancy much beyond that 85% number.
Tell us a little bit more about corporate travel trends as well, and how you're looking at that. Is that something that you guys benefit from as well?
So not directly, because we don't play in that market. We do certain events, and we have a corporate program where we offer employees of corporates certain benefits, but we don't directly benefit from corporate travel per se.
That you would like to, will there be perhaps any attractive pricing for the holiday period, or do you think that maybe you'll scale up prices in order to take advantage of healthy demand? How is that going to work?
So our model is already attractive. So I don't think we're planning anything extra. So.
Sure is. So give us a sense, we want to understand just a little bit more about what the travel trends are that you're observing. Has there been any change with the way millennials travel? Of course, you guys have flagged off shorter holidays. That is definitely an interesting trend. But anything else that you'd like to flag off?
So I think one thing which we are seeing and we are doing a consumer survey as we speak is people are holidaying far more, which is the broad trend. And that now that there are several categories, so there is this theme around adventure holidays, there's a theme around spiritual or religious holidays, then there is a theme around holidays with family, with friends. So I think everybody is having different categories of how they holiday and how they spend their leisure time broadly. The second trend is, I think, if you really see what we are noticing is that with better road infrastructure, etc., driving holidays have become far more popular. So that's something. And so what that means is, from our strategy perspective, we are looking at the major cities and looking at locations around those which are drivable distances so that people can actually do that trip the way they want to in the comfort of their own car. So I think these are two new trends. The other one from my perspective is that experiences and is something which is attracting a lot of people, and I think people are focused on what new experience they can get in their holidays time, and that's something which we are working on. We already have 2000 plus experiences in our resort, but that's really a number which we want to keep adding, because that's really, I think, the biggest trend, that I think people want memories and experiences which they take away from the holidays, and that's something we are working on also. So those are some of the trends we are seeing.
Thank you for joining in. Good to have you on board. That's the take coming in from Mahindra Holidays and Resorts.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.